Neighborhood Trench Gamer Ops, bringing you some more Tales of Arise. Last time we left off, we washed up on shore here. We found out some information. Still trying to figure out what's going on with where Shion got taken to. But we also found out some crazy stuff about Alvin's past. Oh, is there an owl around here? Yep, so we're still looking out for those owls. Hopefully we can find them all. It'd be nice if we could. Oh, that's a...
And thus our strength yet grows.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, are we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
Oh, we got a white cloak. Oh yeah, off screen I actually was able to get some new costume designs. I got a Idolmaster for Rinwell, and I decided to give her some butterfly wings. I figured that would go well with it, also with the book. As well as put Kisar in an alternate costume too that I thought was pretty cool. Alright. Oh, there's actually a mission up here.
See what's going on around here.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Oh.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
You're saying we should check the owl forest? I think Hootle senses an owl around here.
Feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Hootle?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Armor won't save you!
It's over!
Rising Falcon! Eat this! Rising Weapon! Soda! Burn! You're mine! It's over! Pierce through! Eat this! It's too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
You picked the wrong fight!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Not a chance! Strike! Soda! Burn! Rising Falcon!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I've barely worked up a sweat.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best time for Elda Menancia Pride.
I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Look shot! Rising Weapon! Soda! Take this! You're finished!
They rush you. You gotta shoot for cover, okay?
Here I come! You're finished! You're mine!
Tiger Blade!
Dragon Shell!
A charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Tiger Blade! You're finished!
Far enough!
You're mine! You're finished!
Make it rain!
Rising Dually! In an instant! Impact Block! My turn! I'm not done!
Raging Storm!
Strike! Pierce through!
Tunnel!
Rising Weapon! It's on! Eat dirt!
Crescent
You're
Moon!
mine!
Lightning Condemned!
You're finished!
Tiger Blade!
Demons Descend! Flashing Fang! Armor won't save you!
Switch to offense! Time to shine!
I'm ready for the next battle.
Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
Looks like trouble with capital T! Together, we got this!
You should have messed with me!
Lewis escape!
An outstanding
Pierce through!
Freeze Lance Arch Steel!
Here we go again!
Sweet now.
Eat this!
I'll be saving this one.
meteor!
Now or never.
Time to shine!
Windmaster Energy!
Go.
That came from the
Rising Weapon! Rising Falcon!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and pummeling to me.
No escape! Pierce through!
Not in your dreams!
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! I'm ready! Pierce through!
Raging Storm!
Take this!
Piercing roar!
Showtime!
Rising Wyvern! Here I come! You're finished!
Now!
On guard!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before...
But what about Shion? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me. I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shion is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you a million times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know. But the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you can, you're going to regret it.
She's right. We need our rest to conserve our strength.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, you two.
No problem. We'll save Shion. I know we will.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep... I'm waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kind of creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear fault! Thunderblade!
Ah, what are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cyslodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Oh, yeah. But still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
Really? Dohalim. Dohalim, I'm going to look into some seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leave the preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods. Would you prefer your fish served grilled or raw?
I'll, trust your judgment, Kisara.
What is that?
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Ooh, new armor. Ooh, let's not buy 2 of them.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will.
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go. Oh man, I hope I live long enough to regret this.
Rising Wyvern! Rising Falcon! Demon
It's
Cutter!
a duel of the arts!
You're mine! It's over!
Dragon Shell!
This one's mine!
It's over! Start up!
The earth throbbing in pain.
Here I come!
Fantastic! Great! Amazing!
Shut up, Law! I'm trying to
I'm not
focus!
done!
I was only trying to be nice.
Rising Wyvern!
Going in!
Rising Falcon!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough! You're finished!
Swallow dance!
Here I come! It's over!
Inferno Punch!
On guard!
Far beyond
You're finished!
upon thee!
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
Hurricane! Get on in there with
Listen!
your roar!
It's over!
Tempest Swirl!
I'm not
All
done!
right, it's showtime!
You're mine!
This one's
You're
mine!
finished!
Super Swallow Dance!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shion, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
Is it just me, or does Rinlo suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it.
We're in for a long slog with this
No
one!
escape!
Go away! Aw, too shy
Here I
to come
come!
over! Here, let me help!
Radiant Storm!
Here I come! You're finished!
Ice Prison!
Rising Wyvern!
This one's mine!
Rising Falcon!
Raging Cascade!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
You made me angry!
bubbling to
That was a bad idea!
Get out of this!
Big Waterfall!
This one's
Freeze
mine!
Lancer! Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
Tiger
You're
Blade!
finished!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malika! This one's mine!
They're surrounding us!
I'm ready! You're
Radiant
finished!
Storm!
Rinla! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
My turn! Here I come!
Certainly
Here I
not.
come! It's over!
Denied!
Tunnel!
Armor won't save you!
Photon Blast!
Here I
Raging
come!
Cascade!
Eat dirt!
Aw,
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Well, looky here. I've got a really bad feeling about
I'm
this.
surrounded!
Look sharp. That's it.
I'm not done!
Rocket shell.
Rising light!
Now we're never.
Rising
Wind
rocket!
Astral Energy!
Here I come! It's over!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
No further! No escape!
Raging Cascades!
Benediction light.
Rising falcon! Sonic thrust! Too fast!
Make it rain. I'll trip it up.
Totally! In an instant! Impact cross! We work well together.
Like a finely timed ball.
Raging Cascades!
Pierce through! Rising wyvern! Rising falcon!
Anything in armor is all mine.
Field!
You're mine! It's on!
Light Astral Energy!
You're mine!
Whoa, hey! Time!
Pierce through!
In here!
You're mine!
Warp at the stockpile!
No escape!
Here
Sonic
goes!
thrust! Rising wyvern!
I'm ready.
Rising
All yours, Kisara.
With this, I can become even stronger.
What's this thing? I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try, but that water pressure would likely crush you to a pulp.
Prepare to be sealed!
Lightning
I'm not done! Pierce through! Rising wyvern! Rising falcon!
Holy Land!
It's over! Here I come! You're finished! Rising falcon! Take this! You're
I'll
finished!
finish you here and now!
Take this!
We may get out of this alive after all.
Yeah, things were really bad for a minute there.
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
You're finished!
This one's
Here I
mine.
come! Swallow dance! It's over! Take this! It's over!
Going in.
Let's get you all tucked
Go
away.
in.
Take this! It's over!
Light Astral Energy!
You're mine!
Hey, one at a
Pierce
time!
through! Rising Wyvern! Rising
Sleep
Falcon!
now.
Law! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'm ready for the next battle. You got company. Raging
I'm not done.
Cascade.
Rising Wyvern! Rising
Dance
Falcon!
Cascade.
Tiger Blade! It's over! Rising Wyvern!
The waters of creation. Magic
Rising Falcon!
Tidal
Take
wave.
this!
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
Here I come!
Milky Blades here!
Sonic Thrust! Rising
You make
Wyvern!
quick work of it!
Tempest
Want me to
Wall.
pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out! Eagle Fly!
Take this!
Hold on to your
It's
arms.
over.
Here I come.
All right.
Sleep now.
Let me out.
Now I'm in the groove!
Take this! Strike! Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern!
Radiant Light!
Rising
Force of
Falcon!
regeneration!
Rising Wyvern!
Thank you for that.
Sonic Thrust! Here I come!
Sleep now.
It's over!
Get back
I'll
into
be
it.
saving this one.
Here I come!
I'll thank you!
Sonic Thrust!
Far enough.
Rising Wyvern!
Not on my watch.
Thank you!
Great! Next!
This one's yours.
Lightning orb.
You're mine!
It's showtime.
I'm ready! Rising Wyvern! Double leap! In an instant! Impact Block! That's what I like to hear.
Hi, Hoodle.
Take this!
How about that? Your field. Time to
You're mine!
Bet that shell's like something tasty!
This one's mine. Air thrust. Tiger
No
blade.
armor can stop me!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolition! Piercing
Raging
Wall!
Cascade.
Force of regeneration!
You picked the wrong fight!
In your deck,
And tonight's meal is on you.
Good God.
I shall ensure you survive this!
You can do
I'm
this.
ready!
Johali!
All yours, Kisara!
Ah! We did it!
Magnificently done.
No further!
Rising Falcon!
Lightning condemned.
Sonic Thrust! You're mine!
Make it rain! Bridwell!
Frozen.
Hammer!
Not
I'm
again!
ready!
Tempest Wall.
Stardust!
Celestial
Rising
Banner.
Falcon!
Ice Prison.
Mirage!
Ready.
You're mine!
Time to
You're
shine!
finished!
Resonate with
Here
the
I
earth!
come!
Photon.
Make it rain!
You're mine!
Grinwell! Light burst forth!
Radiant Citizen.
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Ooh, there's a red chest, which means there's probably most likely equipment.
Look sharp!
Here comes the wind. Tiger Blast.
You wanna play?
Be careful, everyone! This one is... normally. Demon Fang!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest! Enough done! Lightning Thrust!
Raging Reward! Frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
All thanks to you.
That's my cue!
Here I come!
Shut him down.
Take this! It's on! Shockwave Flash!
Freeze!
Be still!
Now!
Next! Not a chance! Ruin Escape! Lunar Rondo! Rising Falcon!
All finished
Demon
here and
Fang!
now.
Thunder Field!
You're mine! It's over!
They're all coming after me!
I'm coming, Rinwell.
I'm not scared! I'm totally fine!
No further.
Impressive. I didn't even get to have my turn.
History abounds with tales of lords daring exploits.
I owe you one.
Maybe you'll share some with me.
Take this! Shockwave Flash!
Far enough!
You made short work of that one.
I'm sorry. Having trouble keeping up?
Oh, I'm right behind you.
Here's our illuminate the sun!
Regeneration!
Regenerate!
Escape! Shockwave Flash! Lightning Thrust! Rising Falcon!
Ringwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Demon Fang! Here I come! You're finished! Dazzle! Lunar Rondo! Rising Falcon! Demon Fang! No escape!
Tiger Blade!
Here I come!
Lion Power!
You're finished!
Piercing Roar!
Shockwave Flash!
Raging
Take
Storm!
this!
A banana! Let's go! Sweet dreams!
Time to
It's
shine!
over! Shockwave Flash!
Resonate with the earth.
Take this! You're finished! Eat dirt!
I'm ready.
This world!
Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! I can feel my power growing!
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Not even halfway? Are you serious?
That's no reason to give up now.
Yeah. Just gotta buckle down.
That's the spirit.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally. In the water's edge, I see but for a moment, one Ganeth Haros.
An opponent like this should be easy. You're finished!
Go on! Igneous! Did you see this coming?
Take this!
Imperial Mind!
Confiscated!
No escape! Be still! Rising Falcon! Shockwave Flash!
Flaming Meteor!
Dance in the wind!
Rising Falcon!
And blast!
You're formalized!
Plenty for you
You're
all!
mine! It's over!
Photon blast!
Here I come! You're finished!
Charge malevolence!
Be still! I'm not done!
On take this!
Freeze Lancer!
Here I
Dance
come!
in the wind!
Ah!
In here!
Catapult!
I'll be safe!
I'm not done! Shockwave Flash!
Denied!
My turn!
I see you!
It's over!
Confiscated!
You're mine! It's over! You
Here,
picked the
let
wrong
me
fight!
help.
I'm not
I'll
done!
thank you!
Shockwave Flash!
Make it
Rising
work!
Falcon!
Johalim!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Back in offensive!
Glad you have your uses.
Rising Falcon!
I'll show you how useful I can be!
It's over!
On guard!
Raging Storm!
You're mine!
Whoa, hey!
It's
Under
over.
touch! Tunnel!
Take this!
Raging Cascade!
One more!
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
Finish the win! Sleep now.
Benediction
Get on in
light.
there with the others.
On guard!
I owe you one!
Malevolence!
Going in.
Undead Waterfall!
Shockwave Flash!
Now!
Rising Falcon! Shockwave Flash!
Begin!
More where
Here I
that came
come.
from! I've got it!
It's over!
Now!
I'm not done!
Ringwell!
Frozen!
Hammer! I feel sprightlier than before.
I'm impressed how well balanced. This thing is.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way!
Save your breath! All that thing seizes a talking meal.
So let's show it how wrong it is. Is it trying to stop us?
Glimmer Dragon! No!
In a bind?
Aim for the weak point.
I'll smash you!
Igneous, discharge!
You're finished!
Far enough!
Here!
Confiscated!
Allow me to help you
Here I
arm
come!
yours.
Wait, astral
It's
energy!
over!
Tiger Blade!
Tempting!
Tempest Wall!
Take this!
Thrilling performance.
Shockwave Flash!
Look sharp!
Dazzle!
Take this!
Lunar Rondo!
Tiger Blade!
You're mine! You're finished!
Go, honey. I'm all right. I'm still
How about
standing.
this?
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Heal! Anything in armor
Its
is
wings
all
are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
Illuminate the
Shine!
dark!
Radiant
Come on,
light!
Holy
Such
Glimmer!
tremendous power.
Don't face it head on. Here goes!
Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite!
On your not done!
This one's mine!
Shockwave Flash!
Ryan Powell!
This weak point to take it down.
All together, everyone!
You require a hand.
Quite,
You're mine!
weak.
You're
Raging
finished!
Cascade!
Take this!
Shockwave Flash!
Spread! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Light up! Raging
You're
Cascade!
mine! You're finished!
Tiger Blade!
Take this! It's over!
Discharge!
Lunar Rondo! It's too much!
Shield and mace!
This should do it!
Arctic waterfall!
Take this!
Require complete
You're mine!
Here, let me help!
Shockwave Flash!
Shield and mace!
Regenerate! Rising
Maybe
Falcon!
show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
Lightning
She is
Thrust!
strong. She can handle herself.
You can be really dense, Dohalim. Illuminate
Here I
the
come!
dark!
Shine! Radiant light!
Illuminate the dark!
Regenerate!
Holy
Now,
Glimmer!
let
Holy
loose!
Land!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Done! I'll leave it to you! Lightning Thrust!
Don't mind if I do.
Soaring Light Sphere! The power of
Shining Supernova! Raging Cascade!
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara.
Take this!
This one's
Eat
mine!
dirt!
Here goes!
Here I come!
Dance in the wind!
You're finished!
In here!
Soaring Light Sphere!
This one's mine!
Rising Falcon!
Flaming meteor!
Shockwave Flash! Lightning
Radiant
Thrust!
storm!
Rising
Where was that
Falcon!
came from? Celestial hammer! Ice
Here I come! Shockwave Flash!
Here goes!
Rising Falcon! Shockwave Flash!
Illuminate the dark!
Heal!
Come
I owe you
forth,
one.
Holy Glimmer! Holy Land!
Shine! Radiant light!
Illuminate the
You're
dark!
mine! You're finished! It's over! Rising Falcon!
In your death will gleam. Then tonight's meal is on you. Good God.
Shining Supernova! Ready!
Eating pile driver!
Be still!
Going in!
Sweet
No
love!
escape!
Going in!
Shockwave Flash!
Benediction
On
light.
guard! One more!
You're mine!
Nothing gets by me!
Shockwave Flash!
Thou art being interrupted.
Illuminate the dark!
Everlasting
Holy
darkness!
Glimmer!
Switch to
Negative
Holy
gate!
Flaming meteor!
Wind in the wind!
Negative gate!
Flaming meteor!
You're mine!
Igneous shower!
Shockwave Flash!
Regeneration!
Wide open!
It won't escape me.
In a bind?
Rising
The
Falcon!
enemy's reeling!
Complacency is the root of carelessness.
Point taken. Stay sharp, everyone.
Resonate with the earth! Rising Falcon! Lunar Rondo!
Banana, let's go!
It's changing tactics.
Does it have an ace up its sleeve?
They're not playing around.
Down. You're
Don't
on.
mind if I do.
Look sharp.
Dazzle! Catapult!
Here goes.
Soaring Light Spear!
Sharp.
Shine! You picked the wrong fight!
Here goes.
Regeneration!
Tiger blade.
Illuminate the dark. Come forth.
Here I
Holy,
go!
holy. Thank you.
Can't
So,
end here!
I only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let on.
Demon Fang!
Supernova! Raging
You're
Cascade!
mine!
Leave the target
finished.
to me.
Dance in the wind!
Here I come! You're finished! Shockwave Flash!
Look sharp.
Shine! Radiant Light!
Law. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistleum made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? Huh. I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going. Xion needs us.
I was like, what did I do with my controller?
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Zoogle Chow.
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time.
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings. Let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on.
you insane? What the hell were you thinking? I thought we were gonna die!
One simply needs to be bold and act with conviction in times such as these.
Did you know it was gonna be safe before you jumped? Because I sure didn't.
More or less. I figured there would likely be a basin here akin to most such waterfalls.
Don't just make people jump off cliffs on a hunch!
Are we ever gonna finish climbing this ladder?
We're climbing a considerable height. It's only natural that it will take some time.
That's not the problem here!
We are getting closer to the top, aren't we?
You've just got to keep your spirits up, Brimwell. Positive thinking is everything.
We finally reached the top.
My limbs feel like they're about to fall off.
Already? You kids need to train more.
She's right. We don't have time to catch our breath.
Someone's got a lot of pep in his step.
We did it. We've reached the top of the mountain.
About damn time. My knees are singing symphonies over here.
Look, there it is.
That's it. That's Pelegion, the seat of Volron's power.
So that's where Shion's being held?
Most likely.
Most likely.
That is what I said, yes.
Pelagian's still our best lead. So that's where we go, right?
Any advice before we head in there?
No.
No?
In the ancient tongue, Ganeth Heros means Fortress of Naught. Though I fail to see what insight that nugget of trivia holds.
I guess I just thought you might have something we could use.
Since Volron became Lord, the only thing this realm has been known for is its shroud of secrecy. It is Volron's stronghold. All else is incidental. Just keep in mind that you can't be too careful inside.
Speaking of which, just how are all of us planning to get inside exactly?
It's not like there are any secret passages.
We've come this far. If there's no other way in, I guess we'll just have to use the front gate. Volron told us to come find him, which means he's expecting us. Let's do this the old-fashioned way.
Land of water or no, this place has a most curious atmosphere.
I'd be taking a dip in it if the circumstances were better.
Sorry. but we have to push through for now. Shion is waiting.
Yeah, I hear ya. A soak can wait.
I sure hope nothing bad's happened to Shion.
Keep those thoughts to yourself, Rinwell. Everyone's anxious enough as it is.
Sorry. It's just... I can't seem to stop thinking about it. What do you think it is that Volron wanted with her anyway?
Going by what he said back on Almadria's ship, it would appear his primary target is Alphen. Though, it's likely he hasn't forgotten the blow he sustained at Shion's hand either. That might even be what ignited his interest.
Yeah, did you see the way he reacted? It was like he was enjoying every moment. Even his pain at Shion's thorns. Oh, that guy's just creepy.
Let's just hope he's keeping his perverted tendencies in check.
What? Law? Don't say things like that!
It's not like we weren't all thinking it.
That's still no reason to...
All right, you two. Now that's enough already. Alphen shouldn't have to grit his teeth while he listens to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
I swear I've seen that castle somewhere before. You're right. I remember seeing it from the cliffs in Calaglia, across the sea.
You mean Volron's castle?
Yeah, that must have been it.
Geographically, it would make sense. It's most certainly large enough to be seen from afar.
Back then, I had Shion and Zephyr with me.
Well, we haven't lost Shion. We can still get her back, you know.
That's right. I won't let Volron take her away from us. Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while? I wanted to ask you something.
I'm all ears.
How much contact did you have with the other lords back in the day?
I only saw or exchanged words with them on a handful of occasions. Not that I was particularly keen on even that much.
Almadria made it sound like the two of you had some kind of history together.
She was like that with all of the lords, not just me. She was always interested in who she could use, who had value for her own ends. Having said that, she wasn't quite so brazen back when we were still in Lenegus. In a sense, she may have been a victim of the crown contest as well.
Almadria? A victim?
To a Renan, there is no greater honor in life than being chosen to serve as a lord, let alone to go on and become the next sovereign. We are taught that from the day we leave the womb. There are few Renans who wouldn't be ecstatic at the prospect of ascending to lordship.
You were like that though, right? You've always struck me as a more grounded guy.
No sane Renan would ever dare admit that their interests lie in anything but power and prestige, even if they feel so in their heart of hearts.
The more you talk about it, the more it seems like the crown contest is nothing but misery for Renans, too.
Which is why I seek to end it. Not that I imagine Dahnans such as Rinwell are all that interested in hearing tales of woe such as mine. We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Once we finish eating, we should get going.
Really? I just bought new armor and now there's even more new armor out there. What the heck?
You can never be too prepared. But did we have...
I don't want Shion to get mad at us for dragging our feet.
Alphen?
She's the one that's kept us on track. Picked me up when I was down.
Sure.
I just thought she'd always be there.
I can't wait to start making our meal.
Ooh, we having something new to eat?
Yep, now that we have all the ingredients.
There's something in the water.
Where should I cast my line? There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
There we go. She's got a good size to her, all told.
That fish put up a fight. Good catch.
There we go. I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
You guys want to rest here?
We're almost there, guys. Don't let your guard down.
I'm excited just thinking about us barging through.
Ho! Are you Alphen and his companion?
Why would you think that?
You are the only one scheduled to arrive, and there are no unscheduled arrivals in Ganatheros. So I'll ask again, are you Alphen and his companion?
We are.
Then pass. Lord Volron is expecting you at Castle Delpharis.
Well, suppose it's rather nice of them to roll out the red carpet for us.
So we're supposed to meet him in there? What do we do now?
Let's see how things look around the city first. Then we'll make our way to the castle.
Not a slave in sight. Where is everyone? There aren't even any soldiers.
Something feels off. I don't like it.
Like the fact that the enemy could ambush us at any moment? Yeah, not crazy about that either.
No, not that. Something else.
That must be Volron's castle up ahead. I suppose we just walk right up to it then?
That's what the guard from before said. Now, if we only knew where they were keeping Shion, we could try to...
That's it! That weird feeling. It's not just that the city is empty. It feels like no one lives here at all.
Now that you mention it, it does feel strangely artificial. Think maybe it's a district just for the Renans alone?
With all this open space, seems unlikely. Hey! You guys! What's going on? What was that about? They were Dahnans, right?
That wasn't normal. Wait, you don't think it could have been the fruit of Helgen, do you?
No, they seem too docile. What about astral energy? Could you sense any coming from them?
No, and I'm pretty sure I could tell if it was. If not that, though, then what?
Speaking of which, it didn't look like there was anyone guarding them either.
They were headed for the castle. I have a bad feeling about those boats.
I get what you mean. It didn't feel like those folks are just commuting to work.
The waterway they're floating on appears to lead to Del Faris Castle. If we follow it, we may learn more about what's taking place here.
So, any ideas what the deal was with that boatload of weirdos?
Your guess is as good as mine. They looked like Dahnan slaves, but beyond that...
This city is grander and more beautiful than any other we've been to, yet...
I know what you mean. From the architecture right down to the people, something feels off somehow.
I've long maintained one can glean a lot about a ruler from their city. Considering how unsettling this place is, I'd say I wasn't far off the mark. Despite its surface layer of majesty, walking around inside, it feels more like a hollowed-out ruin.
I say we follow after that boat. If we're lucky, it might be in the mood to give us some answers.
Man, this place gives me the creeps.
Law, your legs are shaking.
What? Liar?
Just kidding.
You...
I've seen ghost towns that were more alive than this city. Where the hell did all the Dahnans and Renans go? Shionne.
I got a bad feeling.
There's nobody here either. Looks like the only building up ahead is the castle. But...
No good. It's a dead end.
I don't relish our chances climbing. Or breaking through, for that matter.
And yet, this seems to be the only way inside. Take a look around. There must be a switch or something to...
What? What is it this time?
Look! Over there!
Alphen!
Astral energy? But then... that means...
Snap out of it! Can't you see what's happening? You're being deceived! Please stop! You'll die!
Damn it!
Volron is killing you! You need to run! Please, get off the boat!
What just happened?
We're being summoned.
Summoned? By that murdering monster?
It's all a demonstration designed to provoke. To prove to us, no, to Alphen, just what he's capable of.
Kidnapping Shion. Killing all those people. If it's just me he's after, then why hurt them? Why do all this just to get at me? You hear me, Volron? Answer me!
Alphen, this is not your fault. Don't give this to him.
I know. And I won't. My hands are stained with blood. But even so, if we're going to stop that bastard, then I need to keep going. Let's move.
Damn it.
How awful. All of those people in the boats. Do you think they had any idea what was going to happen to them?
They did a damn good job of concealing it if they did. You ask me, the only thing on their mind was following orders.
And I bet I can guess who from. Volron.
The only thing they knew was mindless oppression right to the very end. What kind of purpose is that? Living only to die at your master's whim?
Being a slave means having your whole life stolen from you. In the worst cases, quite literally. That bastard will get what's coming to him. I'll see to it he does.
Is this what I think it is? Those people, they were all...
He's sick. Sick and deranged.
Remember this well. This is the true face of who we're up against.
Still, if it's not fruits of Helgen he's using, then how do you think Volron goes about controlling all of them?
They didn't look like they'd been threatened, but they didn't look like they understood anything either.
It could be something else, like a potion perhaps. But frankly, I doubt it.
But that would mean they're following Volron out of choice? But why?
Nothing bolsters a despot's authority more than loyalty. Loyalty is advantageous for any ruler. For Volron, it means acolytes willing to give their lives for him. As for whether they did it willingly or not, I'd say they're merely puppets dancing to their master's tune.
But to the point where they'd give up their own life force? Is that even possible?
You just saw it for yourself. And think back to when I was your lord. If I'd asked you to sacrifice yourself for some cause, would you have?
Dohalim.
My apologies. My words got away from me again.
No, you're absolutely right. The only difference being that you never demanded such a thing. You wouldn't.
All lords are masters in the art of manipulating their subjects' hearts. Whether they use fear, torture, or various other methods, the outcome is the same.
Fear.
No wonder there's no remaining signs of a resistance force in this place.
Shionne! Wait! Something's not right.
And I'm all alone. It's dark. Please help me.
Shionne,
It's so dark. Everyone.
we came to save you. It's okay now.
It's dark. Please help me. No.
Shionne?
Lies.
This situation just got prickly.
There is immense dark astral energy here. Far too potent to be the work of a single individual. It's possible Volron's manipulating her. We cannot tell from this far away. We'll need to be much closer.
Only to do that, first we need to get rid of the thorn. So we fight fire with fire! Unless you have a better idea.
It's over!
Alone. I'm all alone.
Shionne!
I can't die. But I also can't live.
Shionne! Shionne! We're coming for you! Won't let you down this time. Ah! Pain. It's nothing compared to what you're going through. I won't let you go again. I can take whatever you give me. So please, open your eyes. Shionne! You're mine!
Hurricane Strike! Elusive deity! How about this?
Escape!
Hurricane Strike! Look sharp!
Pile driver! Be still!
Flaming
Mighty
Meteor!
of the earth! Rising Falcon!
Crescent Moon!
Flaming Thrust!
On your
Rising Falcon! You're mine! Shockwave Flash! Be still!
This one's mine!
Shockwave Flash!
Hurricane Strike! Resonate with the earth! Sharp! Stalagmite! Crescent Moon!
Not on my watch!
Hurricane Strike!
Can't be
Ruin!
Now you see what I can do!
Take this!
Air pressure!
Ah!
Resonate
You picked the wrong fight! Be still! No escape!
Freeze Lancer! Dance in the wind!
Shockwave Flash!
More for the stockpile!
My turn!
By me.
Not here! Strike!
This one's mine.
Rising Falcon! Luna Rondo!
On guard.
It's over!
Dating pile driver.
You're mine! My turn! Shockwave Flash!
Going in.
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
It's over!
Air
Take this!
Catapult.
The thorns just keep growing back. If this keeps up, then...
Please wake up, Shion! Come back to us! I'm alone. Alone. I'm completely alone.
You're wrong.
Elfin!
She thinks we left her all alone. She can't see us or hear us. All of this, it's because I pulled away from you. Because I couldn't hold on to you. Shion. But you're not alone anymore. Law's here. And Rinwell too. Kisara. And Dohalim. And so am I. Believe me when I say, you are not alone. So please, don't give up on us. We will bear your thorns together. I swear it. Shion.
Alvin! How many times do I have to tell you? Not to be so careless.
There is no more time for us to rest.
Let us finish this. I entrust this blade to you once more.
Let's go. Volron is waiting.
Hey, Alvin?
What is it?
While I was away, what did you do?
I missed you.
Alvin. But after what happened because of me,
I got a glimpse of the real you. It was worth it. You could say the pain is some kind of reward.
Some reward. You sure all that hurt hasn't done something to your head, too?
Hey now.
Is it just me, or are they...
It's been a while. They're just happy to see each other.
I know. I mean, it's fine.
We all express ourselves in different ways. Leave them be.
They should get a room.
Shionne.
Thanks. I'll be okay. Let's go. We have to take Volron out.
Right.
Those things that came out of Shionne are her thorns, right? She said they're made of dark astral energy.
She did. But those thorns are no astral art, and she cannot control them. Such immense astral energy, too. Just what are her thorns, really, I wonder? I suppose she might have an answer, but isn't yet ready to talk.
Shionne.
Dohaline's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
So, the Sovereign, the Renis Alma, the fate of Lenegis 300 years ago? Yes. That is a lot to take in, isn't it? I never realized the weight of the burden you were carrying.
I could say the same.
The person you kept mistaking me for, it was Naori, wasn't it? So, what do you think? Could I be her descendant?
It seems likely. You two do look very similar.
Kidnapping Shionne, mistreating slaves, and who knows what other terrible deeds. Seriously? These so-called lords just think they can do whatever they like.
I am deeply ashamed to be one of their kind.
Sorry, my bad. I didn't mean you, Dohaline.
Do you think Volron could have been behind what just happened with Shionne's thorns?
I'm not sure. If it was bait he needed, kidnapping her should have sufficed. Perhaps he had some other purpose in mind.
Her thorns aside, as a hostage, surely it would have made more sense to keep her close at hand. So why did he leave her unguarded?
If getting rid of Alphen was Volron's only priority, then he could have ambushed us directly. It's not as if he lacks the power. He chose not to, which means he's toying with us, prolonging Alphen's suffering as much as he can.
But why? What does Volron specifically have against Alphen? Is it because he's leading the Dahnan rebellion?
Possibly. But try to see it from Volron's perspective. He'd do anything to win the crown contest, correct? Knowing that the true Sovereign already exists somewhere is bound to ruffle his feathers. Have your paths crossed before, Alphen?
Only when I've been with you guys.
In the end, we just find more mysteries.
What isn't a mystery is how badly we're gonna beat this creep up once we find him.
What a simple and straightforward person you are, Law.
Can we help?
Way to give us a heart attack. I wasn't sure how that was gonna pan out for a while there.
I'm just glad everyone's safe. Really glad.
What about you, Shion? How are you feeling? He didn't do anything to you, did he?
The last thing I remember is being back on the ship. Back then. Seeing Alphen's pain return to him the moment he touched me. It brought me back to my childhood. The fear in people's eyes whenever they were around me. And the next thing I knew, darkness was welling up inside me. It was smothering me. I couldn't see anything anymore. I was all alone.
Shion.
You're okay now. You're safe, Shion. We're here with you. You're not alone any longer.
Thank you. Must be Volron's Imperial Guard.
They don't seem to be keeping lookout. More like they're waiting.
Oh well, the royal welcome was nice while it lasted.
Time to get our fists dirty, huh?
Wait, we don't have a plan!
As far as Law's concerned, this is the plan. Let's go!
Open your eyes! This blind loyalty is just another form of slavery.
Glory be to Volron!
That's useless. They're brainwashed. Just like the diamond puppets we dealt with outside.
Luna Rondo! You're right!
An asteroid?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Raging Storm!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare to Malicer!
Take this!
This isn't looking good!
It's over! Demon Fang! Shockwave Slash! I'm not done!
Their arms were interrupted!
No escape!
Burn
in hell!
Not on my watch!
You're mine!
Going in!
Dazzle!
Hurricane Armor won't save you!
Illuminate the dark! Come
You're
forth!
mine! Demon
Make it
Fang!
rain!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this
Hurricane Strike!
You're finished!
Going in!
Take
Here's a
this!
healing arm!
You're finished!
Take this!
Rising Fountain!
Your arms!
You're Be still!
Taken! Lightning condemned!
Rising Falcon! Take this! Rising Falcon!
Here goes! Going in!
Demon Fang!
Healing
Mirror
Circle!
Escape!
Raging Cascade!
Shockwave Blast! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
Photon!
Shockwave Stick! Shockwave Blast!
Lunar Corruption!
Shockwave Blast!
Hurricane Flux!
Make it rain!
Rising
Gemini
Falcon!
Aqua! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Well, that didn't feel great. Those soldiers were just like the slaves, driven by a warped sense of loyalty.
Yeah, that was just about as hollow a victory as they come.
It's strange. I always thought loyalty was one of the greatest virtues out there. Now I'm not so sure. Is it simply a question of where your loyalties lie? Or is it fealty itself that's the problem?
Maybe it only becomes a problem the moment you stop thinking for yourself.
So if we defeat Volron, you think they might learn to think independently again? Actually, no. Never mind. This isn't the time. We can worry about that after we finish the task at hand and defeat Volron.
As expected, Volron's elite guards are quite formidable. Their equipment and training far exceed those of any foot soldier.
We need to be careful not to let them exhaust us before we reach Volron.
A grandiose castle for a grandiose city. You really didn't cut any corners.
They're certainly akin to each other. And yet, I'd say the castle seems even more reflective of its owner's personality.
In what way?
It feels overbearing, tyrannical almost. But more than anything, merciless. As if any pretense to ease of living was sacrificed in favor of sending a message. One of domination, and a thirst for total power. In other words, the perfect domicile for our power-crazed foe.
That's why he let us in. It's precisely the message he wanted to convey. Almost like he's mocking us.
That bastard's in the mood to play? We'll see who's laughing once we've taken him down a peg or two. Is it just me, or is the blazing sword burning even more brightly than before?
Yeah, as if the astral energy within it has become more powerful somehow.
It would appear Alphen has learned to harness his sovereign abilities to even greater effect.
Is that true, Alphen?
I'm not sure. I don't think I'm doing anything differently.
You're not. It's proof of your strengthened bond with Xion. No further explanations needed.
Oh man, for real? Nice!
Is that true?
How am I supposed to know?
Fat lot of good the two of you are.
I may have a theory or two I could offer.
Yeah, no. I think we're good.
Now that you mention it, though, I guess I have noticed a change. It's like there isn't as much resistance when energy's being siphoned from my Master Core.
Aha! So it is a bond thing! Aw, you guys!
Wait, what about your hand? That thing practically used to give you third-degree burns every time you wielded it, right?
Kisara's got a point. And if it's gotten even hotter since then...
I won't lie. The searing heat and pain are almost unbearable. Almost. When I'm fighting, I'm somehow able to endure it. It's like the sword becomes part of me or something. Like I can feel it pulsing through my chest. I can't describe it.
In other words, your heart burns with a flame more powerful than even that of the sword. Fascinating.
Yeah, take it from our resident poet laureate.
It's such a huge area to search. Where should...
So where is he?
There's no sign of him here, so I can only assume he's waiting for us in his throne room.
What's with all the fake suspense? Why doesn't he just come out and face us?
I'll say. It's not like he's had any problem doing that in the past.
This is all one big game to him. He's probably savoring every last moment.
Like a Zoogle toying with its food before the kill. No wonder he doesn't have any friends.
This is all just a ploy to weaken his prey, wearing us down before the final ambush. It's all too well orchestrated to be anything else.
Alvin?
I'm fine. Once we defeat Volron, the final Master Core will be ours. With that, we can create the Renaissance and finally put an end to this whole nightmare.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shining enemy?
Is the path being pulled up like some kind of drawbridge?
I'm guessing there's no way to kick it back down, huh?
Most likely, it's connected to a control apparatus of some sort. I suggest we search around and see what we uncover.
Little help! Eat dirt!
Glory to Volron!
Shield and
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Regenerate! The enemy wields arts free.
You'll soon see about that! I never miss!
Too fast!
Stand back.
Far enough!
I'll trip it out.
Shield! I'll be radiant!
Take this!
It's over!
Ignite!
Illuminate the dark!
Down!
Hit that circle! Dreams!
Rising Falcon! Shockwave!
Do it!
Thanks,
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
You're finished! Here I come! You're finished! The flame inside is cured to be let free! Here I come! Here I come! You're finished!
Shining supernova! Flame of fury!
Shockwave strike! Lightning thrust! We did it!
In here!
Dazzle! You picked the wrong fight!
I'll be saving you!
You're mine!
Radiant storm! More with that camera!
You're mine! Shockwave strike!
Far enough!
You're finished!
I can carve through it!
Live up!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'm in good form. I'll crush any enemy with my mace.
Awesome! We've got an avatar of destruction here!
Truly, she leaves naught but rubble in her wake.
Are you guys asking to be your next target?
I can feel my power growing! It'll take more than this to stop us!
Perhaps they were trying to exhaust us?
By the way, I wanted to say sorry for attacking you when we first met.
Fret not. If nothing else, it made our encounter that much more lively.
I know, but I've been meaning to apologize for a while now anyway.
At this stage, I'd say it's all in the past. If anything, I consider you a capable and trustworthy ally.
I'm honored to hear you say that. I'll do my best to live up to it.
Alright, with that, I think I'm actually going to take a break for now. If you all are enjoying my Let's Play of Tales of Arise, I really appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, so that way I can hopefully grow this channel to be a really good gaming channel and entertainment for you all. I'm definitely enjoying this game, so that's for sure. Shocking twists and turns all around, but anyway, I hope you all have a wonderful night. This is your friendly neighborhood Trench Gamer Up signing out. Good night, y'all.